I will talk to you about texting while driving. As we speak right now, I'm sending a text message. Texting while driving. The use of cell phones while driving is very dangerous. According to distraction.gov, nearly 6,000 people were killed in 2008 from distractions from cell phones. This is 16% of fatalities, and this has increased 8% since 2004. People under the age of 20 have the highest proportion involved in fatal distractions. I really want to persuade my audience not to text and drive. I realize that we are all responsible for using our cell phones, and we use them daily. We are all probably guilty of texting while driving. I know that I've been guilty of texting and driving, but that doesn't mean that it's okay, because by far it is not. I'm going to show you why not to text and drive. Do we really understand the risk of texting and driving? Do we really need to make that cell phone call? Is it that important? The Jenna Kim McClatchy newspaper says that 90% of people saying that texting while driving should be illegal, but 50% of those people still do. There's two main things to know about texting and driving. One, you can get a ticket, and I can't afford a ticket right now. I don't know about you, but they're very expensive. For example, my friend just got a ticket for $138 for texting and driving. She was pulled over for her drive-out tag not being visible. She had gotten a new car, and then after he pulled her over, he added, "I also noticed you texting and driving before I pulled you over." But the people who text and drive, their excuse is, well, if I'm not doing anything else illegal, it's okay, because texting and driving is a secondary offense, and so therefore you can't be pulled over for it by its alone. I say that you could lose your life. I mean, is it worth that? You could ruin your life, and you could spend it in jail for taking someone else's life. That's not where I want to live mine. People that think it's okay say, I know all the buttons on my phone, so I won't take my eyes off the road. I know all the buttons on my cell phone, but still sometimes I want to look down. And what about when you want to read a text message? You look down to read it. What if you do look down and cross that center line, striking another vehicle? I hope you see the dangers. I know that we are all going to die, but I don't want to die today, especially not by texting and driving, something I could have avoided. I also don't have the money to buy a new car if I do wreck my car while texting and driving. And, I mean, it's not that important. My car is way more important than that text message I could send in 10 minutes when I get to my destination. Another reason I don't prefer to text is because I don't want to be responsible for killing someone else, or spend my life in jail for killing someone else. People that text and drive think that it's my life. I'll do what I want with it, not you. They are right, but I don't want that guilt that I have to live with forever. And according to my local Verizon store, the phone record will tell if you were texting and driving. There's no way to avoid it. You can't lie and say, I wasn't texting and driving, because when that phone record comes, it says, yes, you were. You will be the cause if you text and drive. There is a cause and effect, and you will be the cause. And you will live with the effects. Or maybe you won't live. It happens daily. People die while texting and driving. During this speech, there has been at least one accident in the U.S. due to texting and driving. 6,000 people died in 2008 due to texting and driving. It happens. You might text and drive today, and all's fine. I'm about to head somewhere, and I might text and drive, and it's okay. But then tomorrow, I might get in my car and just say one little short text, and tomorrow might be my exception, and I might be gone. Those who choose to text and drive must understand the consequences. You will live with, or you may take them to the grave, and your family will live with them and without you. Is it really worth it to you? It's not worth it to me. There are helpful things to avoid texting and driving. There is, go to thumbsocks.com. Buy some thumb socks, you put them on your thumbs, and they prevent you from being able to text while driving, if you wear them. If thumb socks don't work for you, simply just turn it off. Just, it's not that hard. Just turn it off. If you can't resist from turning it back on, put it in your trunk until you get to where you're going. And that way you have no option. You can't get to it unless you stop. For those of you who choose to text and drive, why not just choose death? I informed you about using your cell phones while driving. 6,000 people died in 2008 due to texting and driving. Those deaths all could have been avoided. I hope to have persuaded you not to text and drive. And today you learned the reasons not to text and drive, what it could do to your life if you do. Drive safely.